Well, a storm of some proportions in California today. Places like Bakersfield and Fresno, California getting snow. Newhall near Los Angeles getting some snow in some of the passes in the mountains to the north. In Bakersfield, it's the first time since December of 1990 that it's snowed at all. That's over 8 years, and the first time since March of 1974 that you had measurable snow, although we haven't had the final measurement yet. It snowed pretty hard in Bakersfield for a while, so that's 25 years since you've had any measurable snowfall at all. Just traces since then, and the last time even a trace fell was 8+ years ago. But in the high deserts around the Mojave and the foothills of the mountains, you had several inches, and some of the hilly locations like Frazier Park near Los Angeles coming in with 6 or more inches of snow. Some of your local ski areas benefiting from this system as well. So it's winter time in Southern California, but now, as you can see by the green, we're getting mostly rain. Now, snow is falling still parts of the Sierra, but especially east of Reno and the high desert areas of Nevada. And this is interesting in that it's not too far from a Santa Ana setup. If you had a high a little bit further south around Salt Lake and this low south of the border, the easterly winds would be drying you out in Southern Cal, and it would be at least in the 70s and kind of windy and clear. But that upper level low has been the culprit, as you could see, spinning its heart out in Southern California. Centered around Los Angeles and the Channel Islands, dragging some of that rain back in, and snow in the higher elevations still. But in the San Joaquin Valley, Fresno, Bakersfield, places like that have either stopped precipitating, although Bakersfield's still getting the rain. Up in Kern County, the higher elevations getting the snow, and only in the 30s right now in a lot of Kern County. A little bit of a system coming into the northwest. It'll come in with more gusto later today and tomorrow, but you're still spared some of the rainy weather you often get. Snowing even in Arizona, higher elevations north of Phoenix, Prescott, I-40, the mountains near the Grand Canyon, and on into the area right around Flagstaff getting snow, even into southern Utah. Pretty light, but steady nonetheless. And this low-pressure system really has quite a bit of cold air upstairs connected with it, and quite a lot of energy in lifting the air. The rain coming in San Diego County. Let's zoom in there, and we can see some of it coming on shore. Even your mountains should get snow. Palm Springs, Riverside County, San Bernardino County. Rain, mountains getting snow. Barstow Daggett getting a cold rain. 40-degree temperatures in the 40s. Imperial California, way down near the Mexican border and below sea level, only 58 degrees with a few showers and a lot of wind, 35, 40 miles an hour. Mainly rain, but then when you get into the higher elevations of the Tehachapis and the San Gabriel, San Bernardino, it turns to snow. We're looking at a gap in the precipitation. The mountains could have something to do with what the radar reveals right now. But most of the heavier rain now has gone north of Bakersfield, still raining nonetheless in Bakersfield, California, after that snow was fairly heavy this morning. So expect 3 to 6 inches of snow for a while in parts of Southern California. And also we're seeing some snow for the most part to the west, and the snow in the Rocky Mountains, of course, also. Now let's go on to the east, and we'll notice what's happening in New York State and Pennsylvania. The snow there is what's left over from the snow that we had yesterday in Minneapolis, St. Paul, and even Milwaukee, with Detroit coming in with a touch of snow, and then mixing with rain around Cleveland. But it's also mixing with rain right now on Long Island, northern New Jersey, and New York City, with temperatures right around the mid-30s. So it looks pretty good on radar, but for the most part, it's a very wet snow. The ground is still very warm from the last couple of days. Don't expect any accumulations along the coast or the coastal plain. You really have to get into the higher elevations above about 500 or even better, 1,000 feet in southern New England and back in New York and Pennsylvania to have any driving problems. Not a big problem with 35 degrees, even 42 in Philadelphia, 39 in Boston, and Albany in the Hudson Valley, 34. So you could see Elmira 31, Rochester 29. You could see where the problems would be in the elevated areas on into the northeast, like the hills of northern New Jersey. Parts of the Catskills could have a coating of snow right now. But as we go out to the west, watch out for that snow in western New York and Pennsylvania as we go on in time. Well, stay with us after your local forecast. We'll keep you posted on where all this is headed. That's coming up next.
Biopsies performed are benign.
I'm glad everything was okay.
As with any medical procedure, the use of the Mammotome may present risk. Consult with your doctor to see if Mammotome is right for you.
Right now, it's your local forecast on the Weather Channel.